Hello everyone, I hope you're having a nice day. My name is Swift1 and welcome to another video on the channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about how I improved drastically from being a go-to player in FIFA 19 to being an elite player in the weekend league and a Division 1 player in Rivals. Hopefully these tips will help some of you guys improve like the way I did. Just a friendly reminder, if you do enjoy this kind of content, let me know by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. I also stream on Twitch as Swift1. Catch me on Twitch is the fastest way to get your questions answered. Links to all my socials can be found in the description below. The first point I'm going to talk about, and a lot of people would disagree. I go on Reddit or the FIFA forums, even comments on YouTube videos, and I see people blaming the game for every single loss all the time. Whether it's delay, scripting, DDA, RNG, pay to win, whatever the case may be, it's always the game's fault. No one takes responsibility for a loss. People will never admit that they lost because the opponent was just better than them or they just screwed up themselves. People lose like 4-5-0 and still blame it on scripting. That's just ridiculous. Don't get me wrong, this game has so many issues like delay and that you can't do much about. All you can do is play on a wired connection and avoid peak times. There are RNG moments in the game, and sadly that is how the game was designed. Sometimes you make a perfect tackle and the ball goes straight back to the striker. The shot hits the post and the rebound goes straight to the striker's feet. And there are many other BS in the game. But you cannot tell me that the RNG only goes against you, because that is a lie. We all benefit and suffer from this BS and RNG moments, but the good players overcome this and win anyway. Apart from delay, the rest are just excuses. In my opinion, if we have pro players that finish top 200 and decent players that get elite every other week, then why can't you? That is the mentality, that is the mindset you need to have in order to be successful at this game. If you are really serious about improving at the game, then you need to learn from your mistakes. We do that by analyzing your gameplay. You record all your weekend league games, watch them at a later time, and take note of your mistakes so that you avoid doing them in the future. If you don't have a capture card to record your gameplay, that is fine. You can still record your games using just the console. On PS4, just double tap the share button before a game, and after the game is done, press the share button again and press box to save the video clip. To view the clips, from the main PS4 menu, go to library, then capture gallery, then select FIFA 21, then video clips. Even Xbox, I'm sure you can 100% record 15 minutes of gameplay. You don't have to watch all your games. Every week, just pick 2 or 3 losses where you felt that you should have won and analyze those games. Trust me, whilst you are playing, in your mind you are doing everything right and you will be oblivious to your mistakes. Oftentimes than not, you will realize that your mistakes could be reoccurring as you keep repeating them in every game, and you will realize that most of your goals that you consider are just silly goals and are completely avoidable. Mistakes that could cost you a game could be as simple as using the wrong tactics at different portions of the game, attacking down only one way because your favorite player is playing on that side, only trying to pass to your best player in attack, like people that have CR7, they only pass to CR7, rushing your shots, and you could easily fix that if you are aware of that mistake in the first place. For me personally, I have 2 main mistakes in my gameplay. The first one is not having enough composure in front of goal. Most of the time, as soon as I get a clear chance at goal, I just rush my shot right away. These chances should be going in, but as you can see, the goalkeepers are making incredible saves. The AI defenders are blocking shots like their life depended on it, and the shots are going wide from super close range even though I'm clearly aiming at the goal. My initial reaction would be to blame scripting, but then I analyzed the gameplay and I realized that I could have passed the ball to a player in a better position or do a skill move to get the ball in a better position before shooting to increase my chances of scoring. I also realized that a lot of people move their goalkeepers, especially in 1v1 situations, so it is better to have the composure to wait for the keeper to move before shooting the other way. My second problem is holding on to a lead. Every time your opponent is losing a game like 2-0 around the 70th minute, they usually switch to an attacking tactics like 7 depth, constant pressure, aggressive interception on all players, they turn on team press and so on. The opponent's team would be so aggressive, and this puts pressure on your players. This pressure affects everything and puts error percentage on your dribbling, passing and shooting. This is why when you are leading and all of a sudden in the last 15 minutes your players cannot make simple passes, it is not scripting, it is composure. I realized that when I was defending my leads, I gave the ball away too easily, and that was my downfall. It is not as simple as using a defensive tactics, but you have to change your entire playstyle in those endgame situations. You have to understand that you have passing error now because of your opponent's high pressure. So avoid doing risky long distance passes and through balls. Stick to safe passes, slow down your attack, and if you have the ball in the final third and there is no speed, do not try and force a chance. Just recycle the ball because time is your best friend. Your goal is to force your opponent to move his defenders out of position so that you can exploit that space. The best way to beat pressure is to keep the ball. If your opponent wants the ball, he should tackle the ball by himself. Do not give the ball away to the AI players and blame scripting after the player who comes back to win the game. This is a continuous process. Every week I watch back my losses from the weekend league, and always I try to recognize my mistakes and improve upon them. These are my mistakes, but your mistakes could be completely different. You wouldn't know until you analyze your losses, analyze your gameplay. The third point is to watch better players play. Some of you guys already watch gameplay videos on YouTube or watch pro players on Twitch, but you only think of it as a source of entertainment and just watch it for the content. You have to think of it as a way to improve by picking up things from the pro players gameplay and incorporating that into your gameplay. Also, whilst watching streams of better players, ask them questions like, why are you using trip to right on your striker, why are you using a 6 depth, why are you using comeback on defense on your wingers, and so on. Most streamers will answer your gameplay questions. If you come to my stream, I would answer any question. You know what I mean? Try and get into the mindset or understand the thought process of these high level players, because these players know the mechanics of the game. They know the exploit that works, and it would help you improve so much if you can learn and pick up things from their gameplay. For example, I watch Hetic Juice a lot this year. Every time he's inside the box, he always does a running scoop 10 or a reverse elastico. I picked that up and added it to my gameplay, and that is how I score like majority of my goals now. As you can see, the skill move is OP and broken. This is just an example of the things you can learn from watching better players play. If you do not have the time to watch streams live on Twitch, that is why EA introduced the Champions channel, so that we can learn from the best players in the world. It baffles me that no one uses this amazing feature. Every week, just go to the #1 in the world and just watch 2 or 3 of his toughest matchmaking. The Champions channel is so incredible. You can pause, you can fast forward, or watch in slow motion, and the best thing is you can see the controller input of both players, so you can see exactly what he's doing and learn from that. I know it is boring to spend time to analyze your gameplay, or even worse, to watch another person play a game, but if you're serious about improving, these steps are necessary. The last tip is to be competitive. I see this so many times in the draft rivals and the weekend league. People just rage quit when they are just 2 goals down, heck even 1 goal down. If you are always rage quitting against opponents better than you, then you will never get better at the game. You would remain at your current rank no matter how long you play the game. As I said earlier, you learn from your mistakes and your experience. Even if your opponent trashes you 3 goals in the first 30 minutes, don't rage quit. Try to do something different and take note of the things you can do better, so that the next opponent you face that has a similar playstyle, you will be better prepared. This is how I improve at the game. If you follow these steps, I promise you will see improvements after a few weeks. That's it for this video, and thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you out in any way, let me know by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. I also stream on Twitch as SmokesWeb1. Catching me on Twitch is the fastest way to get your questions answered. Links to all my socials can be found in the description below. Until next time.